Alright, everybody, we're hopping into a showcase here, a 200% showcase for the new STR banner unit MAI, just called MAI despite being with the, Future Resistance Force, but STR MAI is the banner unit that came with the Blue Goku and Vegeta. This is her. She is at level 10 links, pretty good, and I do have her at 90%. This isn't a rainbow showcase, this is just her 200%. We're going to see what she can do. I do have her built full dodge. You may be inclined to give this girl full additional, but listen, I've seen characters go super normal too many times that I'm pretty sure I'm just going to give her dodge. So, I mean, that's what I did. But, you know, I talked about this in the Zamasu 200% showcase, but I did give her some pretty decent equips, but they are, at least for silver and gold, they are EX equips, so I can rip those off of her as soon as I am done with this showcase if I decide to. So anyway, we have her here on the Blue Goku and Vegeta team. We have her linked up with the STR Trunks in mind. They do share a good number of links here: Courage, Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, and Dismal Future. MAI is at a 231k attack or defense stat here, pretty good. She gets 50% when performing a super attack, as well as 20% damage reduction, and then an additional 30% defense on her actual super attack effect. If she gets a second super attack, then she gets an additional 50% defense. She gets 30% damage reduction, and that's it. So she gets an additional 50% defense and damage reduction of 30% within the same turn every time this character performs a super attack 2 or more times in battle. So that's a good effect. The issue is what it's tied to is she has to do 2 supers. So that will carry over to next turn. So if we do like 1 super here, and then we get like a normal and then a normal, then on the next turn, whenever we do a super attack, it'll trigger that second super attack and we will get that buff. So that's good. And then you kind of, if you can get her additional to proc, like, if you can get her to, like, triple super in a turn or something like that, you can kind of keep the buff rolling, but, I mean, listen, that's kind of a big ask, so... anyway, she's at 231k defense here. We are up against this is the 8th anniversary battle event. Let me go ahead and just start collecting orbs here, but I wanted to get her against a Future Saga enemy just because I wanted to bring Trunks and MAI. Or, I guess is it Time Travelers? It's Time Travelers, isn't it? So, I wanted to get her against the Time Traveler enemy, so that way I could bring the STR Trunks and MAI, who are giving support, and, you know, they're good against a Time Traveler enemy, which Vegito is, so that's why we're here against this boss. And then he does hit decently hard. Alright, so yep, there's the normal. And do we get the hidden potential system? No, we didn't get it. I mean, that's fine. But, I mean, you see that? I mean, she does have an additional built into her passive that's a normal. But it only has a medium chance of becoming a super attack, which is a 30% chance, so that's unfortunate. This Vegito is kind of, I don't want to call him a wimp, but compared to like the 7th anniversary stage, this stage is not very difficult, but he is like a 1.3 million damage super attack boss, I believe, in his, you know, like blue form. And actually, he might be hitting harder because he has 30% attack buff. So this guy in blue actually is kind of a legitimate boss, so we'll see how that goes. These first 2 phases are kind of pushovers, but yeah, now that we're getting into the blue phase here, this guy is kind of a serious boss, so we'll see how he does here. Alright, we're going to keep Bulma on rotation here. We're going to throw God Goku in slot 1, let him get his orbs. We need to grab Bulma's orbs so that we can get, you know, so that we can get her support up, and then we can grab some orbs with them. But we're going to go ahead and float them off. So MAI, what do I think of MAI? I've used MAI a little bit, and I really am not impressed by her. It's cool that she's a support type unit. It's cool that, you know, potentially she can tank everything, but just the fact that, like, her tanking is tied to her double supering is not very good. I used her in my showcase against First Form Cell, and she took like 400k from a normal or something like that because she only got me 1 super on her first turn. I think on her second turn she tanked it for double digits, but not like a super, but like normals. I think she tanked it for double digits on her second turn after she got that second super attack, but still, like, I don't ever want to rely on a unit that needs additionals to be good. I mean, it's not like Trunks, right, where Trunks is has a pretty good chance to additional, like, he's pretty solid, things like that. I mean, it's like MAI either gets a double super or she will get you 1 shot. Like, it's essentially like a dodge or die character. She is an additional or die character, whereas Trunks can still get up to a decent place, even if he's only getting you like 1 additional in a turn, which I mean, again, his additional is a 70% chance, so you have a pretty good shot at getting it, whereas MAI is a 30% chance. It's like it's a 30% chance that she's good, or a 70% chance that she is just going to get you killed immediately. So, but luckily on this next turn, it's going to be a pretty good turn for her. We're going to have Gowasu and Zamasu, So we're going to have their support, we're going to have Bulma's support up, we're going to have Trunks and Mai's support up, and it's going to be her second turn, so she's going to get that second super attack, so she's going to look great next turn as far as a showcase goes, so here we go. I don't think she gets anything extra. Oh, she gets solid support. Okay, so we could do this. Do I want to do that? They have, what, a 50% chance to dodge against Vegito Blue? Is that it? Because I only have the base 3 dodge in them. I never changed it after after they got their EZA because I never used this unit. Yeah, 50% chance. So do we trust them in slot 1 here? I mean, if they get hit, we die. I mean, Mai's at 300k defense. That's pretty good. And she's the showcase unit. I should put her in slot 1. But we do, like I said, get solid support from these guys. So I guess we'll leave them there. Their video is going to come out today, too. I'll let you guys decide how good they are. I mean, they're as good as they are if they're dodging, right? Like, that's their whole thing. All right, let's grab Mai some orbs, and then we'll grab these right here. Hopefully, he doesn't super us. He has a pretty low super attack chance. I think it's... Oh, no, that's his dodge chance. What's his super attack chance? It says percentage chance is 0. I have to imagine that that is incorrect. That or he just does 1 super attack and he doesn't super again. All right, one more. Okay, so let's see what Mai gets up to here. 4.6 million attack stat. Again, if she was actually taking an attack on this turn, she probably wouldn't take any damage because we got that second super. There's the normal, and then that's all she gets. So, I mean, I could have built her full additional, and that, you know, we would have at least had a chance of getting the hidden potential system, like, additional there, at least a higher one. But I didn't, so... Alright, that was a really short fight there. We'll get some footage against Gogeta, and if we die, I'll just hop into another fight. Again, we'll try to keep the same setup, that way, you know, we can keep her in a consistent look. But it's like, I just wanted to get some different fights into this showcase, you know, I'm always going up against, like, I don't know, like Red Zone Cell, and this time I just decided that I wanted to get different fights in here, so... let me know what you guys think about the me doing showcases in the 8th anniversary battle. Real quick, it is Future Saga enemy, right? Yeah. I was gonna say, I wish their like thing was against the Time Traveler enemy, because then you could use it against like Cell. And then I really could just use the Cell as my showcase stage. That would have been really nice. But here we are. We're now against Blue Gogeta, so this will be a little bit tough for... Mai doesn't lose anything herself. Like, she doesn't need to go up against any specific, like, enemy type. It's just Trunks and Mai do in order to get their dodge. So they're going to be a little bit suspect here against Gogeta, because, I mean, that's, like, all of their defense is just that dodge chance that's heavily restricted against one type of enemy. It's not even really that great against the current Red Zone, because their defense is so low that they're essentially a dodge or die character against, like, I mean, Cell and these guys. And, I mean, you can make it work. I mean, we make Gowasu work, but I don't like running characters like that, personally. We're just doing it because it's a showcase. You know, it's like that's their best linking partner. It was either them or the AGL Trunks and Mai, or, like, AGL Krillin. Now, she does actually share 4 links with Bulma, so we might hop into another run, and I'll run her just next to Bulma, and we'll see how that goes. Because, I mean, that could be effective, so... Alright, here we are up against Gogeta again. We only have support from Trunks and Mai on the rotation. I'm actually going to throw them in slot 1 and see how they do. That's interesting. We have all 7 links active for them. Mai is at 257k defense again. Again, let's grab that right there. She is full dodge, so she could dodge this attack at the front, but if she doesn't, I'll be interested to see if she takes damage. How hard does this Gogeta hit? Oh, let me grab them an orb. Let's grab those. Let's see. Gogeta, this Tech Gogeta here, he does... Oh, he only does 215k on his normals, and he does about 600k on his super attack effect, and he does raise by 30% on his super attack effect. Oh, but he can be sealed, so by sealed... Oh, we also got the double super, so we have her full damage reduction and, you know, defense and everything here. So, I mean, that's good. She looked pretty good there. Nice, and then she got the dodge from the hidden potential system. They're at a 9 million attack stat. That's pretty crazy for them. I mean, I guess this number... I guess they can do numbers. So, I mean, that's cool. They can't dodge anymore, though, so that's unfortunate. They are double digits, but this guy doesn't hit very hard. We'll see how they do against the blue phase. Mai also has another ability. She changes physical key spheres to STR and tech to AGL and gives 3 key when HP is 50% or less at the start of turn. I don't know why she has that at all. That doesn't quite make any sense at all to me, but if you guys can think of any use for that, please let me know, because I have no clue what the usage for that is. Listen, I mentioned it, but she is a support type unit, so there is that. Okay, let's just do this. Again, if we die, we'll just, I mean, either way, we're gonna do one more fight here. So, we'll run her next to Bulma, maybe against, like, Red Zone Cell, and just see how things go for her. There we go. It's a nice dodge from Bulma. Get her a super attack in first. If Gogeta wants to go ahead and attack Bulma, that'd be cool. Who would we want to be attacked? Probably Bulma or God Goku. They can both tank it. We just don't want Gowasu to get super... Oh, he does a countdown. Okay, well... Oh, he does still super, though. Okay, interesting. I haven't done this fight since I did that initial video on it, whenever I did that showcase. Only 65k. Okay, well... Alright, buddy. But yeah, I have not done a run in this fight since I did it initially, the night that it released, so... It's been a while since I've been in this stage. I don't remember what any of... I don't remember what any of these guys do. Mai. What do I think of Mai? I don't know. Mai is a character that I just do not trust. That's how I would describe Mai. She's a character that it's like I wouldn't run her very often because I don't trust her, so... Alright, let's throw her in, I guess, slot 1 again. Or we could do slot... Let's do slot 1 again. Okay, we'll see how she does. 257k defense. Again, she needs to double super here. And now, how hard does this guy hit? This guy does... Only 240k on his normals, and then he has a super attack that hits a little bit harder, so... Interesting. I mean, she should be able to tank... I mean, yeah, she's already at double digits because, like, she's at 257k, so we don't even need the damage reduction or anything. She's already at double digits from this guy's normals, so... This is not a very tough fight. I don't know if this was a really good showcase in terms of her defense, but, I mean, we gotta look at her offensive numbers here. You know, about 4.2 million is, I don't know if that's good or bad whenever we have units like Raccoon and Goldo, Diaz and Cacao. Oh, she got the double super again. That's pretty nice. But we have, like, Diaz and Cacao, Raccoon and Goldo. Who else? Amand and Raisin. Yeah, STR Piccolo, who are all just, doing a lot more than her. So, just off the top of my head, Android 8 is really good. There's a lot of really good banner units, right? The Tech Vegeta is giving that multiplicative support for one turn, and he's guarding, and it's just really good. So I don't really know what Mai is bringing to the table that's different from those guys. She is giving just a flat superclass allies attacking defense 30%, and then 50% to those belonging to superclass, and then 2% crit. Like, that's good, but, like, is it worth bringing her when she's just going to be a coin flip? Like, not even a coin flip. It's a 30% chance that you just, like, die with her. Anyway, let's cut here and hop into another video, or another fight. Alright, we're back here against the Red Zone Cell fight. We got Mai here next to Gowasu and Zamasu with 285k defense. Pretty good. We have Bulma coming onto this rotation. I'm pretty sure, I'm not pretty sure. What I'm going to do for this, this fight right here is I'm going to cut and only show the rotations with Mai on here. So Mai is at a 3.9 million attack stat. Not a huge drop-off from what she was before, but she does have a lot of really good links active with Gowasu and Zamasu. Also, she's sealed, so we sealed Cell there. Did not get the additional, but she should be at double digits. That Cell doesn't hit very hard. I'll be interested to see how she does against the AGL Cell. I believe that Cell can be stunned, but he cannot be sealed, so we will see. Okay, guys, listen, I'm gonna need you better get it out of your system now. I need you boys dodging whenever we get further into this event here. So, this next rotation will be pretty good for Mai. So let's go ahead and cut and come back there. Alright, we're back here with Mai... Oh, and we have a cord issue immediately. There we go. Okay, I kind of yanked it whenever I moved my phone. So here we go. We've got Mai with, 5 out of 7 links active. Only thing missing are Courage and Dismal Future. She is at 259k defense here. Let's go ahead and grab Bulma's support and see what she jumps up to. Pretty convenient that no attacks are aimed at her. 285k. I think that's what we saw last turn, correct? Let's go ahead and grab those, and then we will grab just whatever with Zamasu and Gowasu here. They should be safe against this int phase. And the nice thing, too, is that we're not going to get debuffed on the showcase character, which tends to happen a lot whenever you're hopping into this Cell fight, is he loves to debuff your showcase character. But not going to happen here because no attacks are aimed at us. Oh, and Bulma dodged it. Very nice from Bulma. I'm looking forward to getting dupes in Bulma during Part 2. I think that should be coming out sometime maybe around the 15th or 12th. Like sometime in the 12th to 15th range, I would expect Part 2 to start dropping. Or at least in terms of the, banner units. So we might find out sometime at the end of next week what the units are actually going to be. Maybe this week, who knows. But here pretty soon we should figure out who the units are actually going to be and get their details. I haven't decided. I know I want a Rosé. For sure I want like a Goku Black. Like maybe like a base Goku Black. I would really like that. And then I would like to see like an Easy A for the Int Goku Black and an Easy A for the LR Goku Black. The Int one, the Int Rosé. That's really what I would like to see. As far as the superclass unit, though, I'm not sure who I would want, but let's go ahead and cut until we get back onto the other rotation with MAI. Alright, we're back here with another rotation of MAI. Now, let's see, we need her to double super, right? Because last turn we only got one super attack, so we procced her damage reduction on the last turn, so we need her to double super on this turn. This is going to be a pretty good look with her here in slot 2 against Cell. I mean, she doesn't get anything extra. We could put her in slot 1 or 2, but we're going to just keep her in slot 2. We'll keep Bulma in slot 1. Let's go ahead and grab Bulma's support. So that puts her up to... Ooh, man, she is looking rough without Gowasu and Zamasu around. Only 193k defense. She's going to get 50% whenever she attacks. So that'll push her up to about, what, 270? And then she gets another 30% after that. So that'll put her up to about 360k defense with, what is it, 20% damage reduction? 20% damage reduction and 360k defense if she only gets one super attack. So we really need her to double super so that she can get the extra 30% damage reduction and 50% defense. But I guess if she just dies in shame here, we move into the breakdown. And I've made my point that MAI is just a very risky character that is not going to have a lot of consistency to her. Maybe you guys can point to my build and say, oh, you know, if you had just, you know, built her with additional, you wouldn't have that problem. And it's like, well, even if you roll the hidden potential super attack, well, even if you roll the hidden potential attack, right, it has a 50-50 chance to be a normal or super. I mean, that's not consistent by any means of the definition, right? It's like you're banking on a 30% chance first, and then a 50% chance after that, if you even get it. That's not very good. You know, like, let's say we had 25 additional on her, right? You're essentially banking on 2 medium percent chances, because there's the normal. Do we get... Nope, that's it. Okay, she's at double digits. I mean, that's good. But still, you're banking on a 30% chance from her passive, and then essentially a 25% chance from her hidden potential system. Because, like, if you gave her 25 additional, she would have a 50% chance to additional. But then that has a 50-50 shot to be a normal or a super, so it's essentially a 25% chance to be a super attack. So you're rolling a 30% chance into a 25% chance, and that's assuming you go full additional. So personally, I'll stick with the dodge. That's the way I view it. Maybe we did have her full defense up there. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't know how hard this Cell hits offhand. I guess I could pull that up. If I go to events, challenge, and then down here, where are you? No, that's the 8th anniversary battle. Hang on. I'm going to get this pulled up. I'll have it up next turn. We'll talk about it. Alright, we're back, and I got it pulled up just to show you guys. He's only at a 300,000 attack stat here in his AGL form, so we were able to tank that decently well, as you saw with the damage reduction and everything else. So I actually am going to go ahead and fuse into Gogeta, or into Vegito, if you guys don't mind. I'm just going to do that while we can. We're going to put him in slot 3. We're not going to worry about him, but we're just going to get that while we can. So let's go ahead and grab these orbs with Bulma. We should see basically the same defense we saw last turn. Yeah, 193. Again, that is not very impressive. But she's going to do some decent damage on this turn, I guess. So, I mean, there is that. We're probably going to one-turn this physical Cell, and Bulma's going to tank the super attack here. Her guard should still be up. Oh, it's not. Okay, well, we took a little bit of damage there. Was it already, like, turn 8? I didn't even know. I guess it is, yeah, because last turn was turn 6, so that was already turn 8. Her damage reduction is gone. Okay, well, I mean, or not damage reduction. Her damage reduction is still there. Her guard is gone on STR Bulma, so MAI at a 3.97 million attack stat. Again, not super impressive. And what's really hurts this MAI a lot, too, is that, give me one more? No, it's just Vegito loading. What really hurts this MAI, too, is that we just got Int MAI's EZA, who will also have a video coming out today, and Int MAI is really great. You know, she's a little weak against AoE bosses because she gets her dodge chance whenever she super attacks, But overall, I mean, she's just an absolutely incredible unit. So, you know, she has a 70% chance to dodge after she super attacks against the enemy that she super attacks. So she's going up against two enemies. Could be a little rough for her, but I mean, overall, I mean, that's you look at her and you compare her to other sub EZAs, and that Int MAI looks really good, and she's also a support. So I'm just like, I don't know what they were really thinking with this STR MAI, knowing that she was going to be directly competing with other like same named characters in this celebration. And it's like they just made her kit really wonky. Anyway, we'll come back for probably one more rotation with Mai, and then we'll move into the breakdown. Well, I'm pretty sure we're just going to kill Cell here, so let's go ahead and, and let's just move into the breakdown. We got the Dokkan attack, and Trunks like quad supered with like 10 million attack stats, and all Vegeta and Trunks, you know, did their thing. So let's go ahead and move into the breakdown here. We'll let the turn play. Oh no, and there we go. There's the win. Okay. We got enough footage of Mai, right? You guys get the point. I mean, she looked fine in this video, but again, she's just very unreliable. I would not bring her into any difficult content if it were me. But you guys can make that decision on your own. Alright, this is Counterattack of Humanity's Survivors, My Future, Connected Hope or Future Saga category allies, or Future Connected Hope or Future Saga category, key plus 3, HP attacking defense, 130% is her leader skill. Decent, again, this isn't like a leader skill you want to be running in any sort of content, but like let's say you need to do a story event quest mode mission or something like that, you can you can use this, right? If it like let's say you need like a bonus drop team for Connected Hope, you could run her as your leader and you'd be fine, or maybe eventually there's going to be an EZA area where you could use her as a leader, so we'll see. I mean, this isn't like the worst ever, and it's two categories, I mean, as opposed to one, which is interesting. She has a weapon super attack, decisive offense for the future, raises attack and defense for one turn, supreme damage to the enemy, and seals. Pretty good super attack effect, not terrible, not terrible, so this is fine. We like defense, we like to see defense here. This is her passive skill. This is where this Mai is just really wonky. So key plus 2 attack and defense, 150% at the start of turn. I mean, that's fine. That's just baseline, right? She gets an additional 50% attack and defense and reduces damage received by 20% when performing a super attack. That's pretty similar to physical Zamasu, but slightly different. She gets damage reduction here instead of dodge chance. You know, Zamasu gets the 30% dodge chance. She gets 20% damage reduction. Sure, why not? This is a multiplicative buff, by the way. She launches an additional attack as a medium chance becoming a super attack. This is good, but it's not good because of this next line. So she gets an additional 50% defense and reduces damage received by 30% within the same turn every time the character performs a super attack 2 or more times in battle, up to once within a turn. So the way this works, right, is that every time you do a second super attack in battle, I mean, just like it says, you get this buff. So that means if you do one super on your first turn, and then you get another one on your next turn, then you'll get this buff up. If you do a double super on your first turn, you'll have the buff up. If you do a triple super on your first turn, then you'll have it up on that turn, and then on your next turn, you'll do a second super attack, and you'll get it up there as well. So that's kind of how this unit works. And then if you're able to kind of chain a couple of double supers together, then you can kind of perpetually have this buff up after you have like an initial triple super turn. But I mean, listen, that's asking for some rare RNG. As we kind of discussed in the video, this is a 30% chance right here. And then let's say you give her full additional to try to, you know, get that out. That's only a 25% chance to get that super attack, you know. I mean, it's a 50% chance to get the attack, but a 25% chance to roll it as a super attack because it's a 50-50. So, that's just like you're asking for a lot of RNG to go your way, and then you're expecting consistent double supers after that as well. That's just very unrealistic, and she really does need this part of her kit to be solid against a lot of the harder fights. This line is really good. This is basically the same as Zamasu's, but it is Superclass Saga, or Superclass Allies instead of Extreme. Really good. Attack and defense 30%, an additional 20% attack and defense, and 10% crit chance for those on Future Saga. Again, this is very good. We like this. We don't like this. This is what I don't like. And then I don't really understand this last bullet point. Somebody please let me know if you found any use for this at all. But she changes physical key spheres to STR and tech to AGL, and Superclass Allies key +3 when HP is 50% or less at the start of turn once only. Zamasu, this is where he has his Extreme Class Allies key +2 for 2 turns after dodging, which makes a whole lot of sense. Like, why doesn't Mai have, like, key +3 when performing an additional super attack or something? I don't know. Like, I don't know what they could make this, but this is not good. Like, I don't see any purpose to this point. This just seemed like man, she's not doing enough. Like, we gave Zamasu an extra bullet point. Let's give her one too. And they just slapped this on there. Maybe this will make sense once we see the part 2 units, but I don't really see the purpose of this. But if you guys can think of a purpose for this, let me know down in the comments below. Link skills are Courage, Brainiac, Solid Support, Dismal Future, Battlefield Diva, Cold Judgment, and Fierce Battle. She's on a couple 200% teams. She's on the Blue Goku and Vegeta, that's just the one we used in the videos. We use the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta, Carnival Goku because she's on Battle of Wits, and Yamcha because she's an Earthling. And an Earthbred fighter. So Connected Hope, Future, Peppy Gals, Earthlings, Revenge, Time Travelers, Battle of Wits, Superheroes, Earthbred fighters, and Power of Wishes are her categories. Pretty good. She has a support for like all superclass allies on these teams, which is something. These are her 100% stats. Again, mine was only at 90% in the video, but it's not going to be that much deviation from Rainbowed. It's just she's Rainbowed, I get to put a rainbow star in the thumbnail. That's like really the only perk there. These are her linking partners. We kind of discussed this in the video a little bit. This is the one we used in the first showcase. Then we switched over to Bulma. Bulma is really the only realistic like linking partner up until about here. And then after that, Chilai, I guess. If you can somehow get Chilai on a team with her, then like that's like your next viable linking partner from this list. But yeah, definitely Bulma is going to be your go-to for her linking partners. So she does not have a farmable super attack. That's a little unfortunate, so no farmable super attack there. Let me know what you guys think about this STR MAI, and if you've found use for her, let me know down in the comments below. Especially this, like if you know what this is for, if you've cracked the code on that, please let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, I really appreciate all of you guys watching. Thank you, and I'll catch you guys next time.